I am Buzz Aldrin, and I was the lunar module pilot on Apollo 11.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the Earth.
Are you prepared to be dazzled by a man of many hats? Buzz Aldrin. The name rings like a rock star's stage name, but this guy's the real deal. He's not just any mechanical engineer. He's a US Air Force pilot who's been in the trenches and soared through the skies. He's not just a decorated war veteran, he's a graduate of MIT, the holy grail of geekdom, and he's got a PhD in astronautics to prove it. He's not just a Gemini 12 astronaut, he's the moonwalker, the real-life astronaut who strolled on the lunar surface during Apollo 11. And if you thought that's where the story ends, you're in for a surprise. Buzz is also an inventor, a Presidential Medal of Freedom awardee, and an author to boot. He's written books for kids, teens, and adults, making him the ultimate storyteller of the cosmos. And now, Buzz Aldrin is back, and he's about to blow your lunar socks off. In this video, he's got some moon secrets to spill, and trust us, it's going to make you question everything you ever thought about that silvery orb in the night sky. Edwin Buzz Aldrin, born in 1930, had aviation running through his veins from day one. His dad, an Air Force colonel and aviation pioneer named Edwin Eugene Aldrin, ensured young Buzz grew up with wings. But let's talk about that quirky nickname, Buzz. Turns out, it wasn't some cosmic revelation. It was his sister's tongue-twisting mispronunciation of brother as buzzer that did the trick. And like any good nickname, it stuck like moon dust to an astronaut's boot. Aldrin has always had a knack for innovation. During his tenure at NASA, he played a pivotal role in developing essential spacecraft docking and rendezvous techniques, both in Earth's orbit and lunar orbit. Guess what? Those techniques are still in use today. He also pioneered innovative underwater training methods to simulate the experience of spacewalking. However, Aldrin is most renowned for his historic role as the pilot of the lunar module during the Apollo 11 mission, which marked humanity's first ever manned lunar landing. On July 20th, 1969, he became the second human to step onto the moon's surface, following the mission's commander, Neil Armstrong. Together, these two astronauts spent an impressive 21 hours on the lunar terrain and returned to Earth with a precious cargo of 46 pounds of moon rocks. In recognition of his extraordinary courage and accomplishments, Buzz Aldrin was honored with the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian award in the United States. Following his retirement from both NASA and the Air Force, Aldrin continued to play a prominent role as a public advocate for the future of space exploration. He is dedicated to inspiring and educating the next generation of scientists and adventurers. In 1998, he established the Share Space Foundation, with a mission focused on advancing space science education and striving to make affordable space travel accessible to all. However, some of the revelations he shared about his experiences on the moon have been nothing short of astonishing. Among the most captivating claims he has made is the notion of potential concealed structures or even a hidden base situated on the far side of the moon. Whether these are remnants of an ancient civilization or the handiwork of extraterrestrial beings, the idea is brimming with intrigue and the allure of the unexplored. In various interviews and public appearances, Aldrin has alluded to mysterious anomalies that have been observed on the lunar surface. Some of these anomalies included peculiar, unexplained structures or formations that cannot be easily dismissed as natural geological features. According to Aldrin's perspective, these anomalies might serve as indicators of something more extraordinary, perhaps a concealed base or an artifact from a bygone civilization, or even something with extraterrestrial origins. The far side of the moon, often referred to as the dark side, remains largely uncharted territory. It perpetually faces away from Earth due to the moon's synchronous rotation, making it a realm cloaked in mystery where the unexplained could easily remain hidden. Our limited knowledge of this lunar expanse leaves ample room for astonishing possibilities. Could there genuinely be concealed structures or a hidden base on the moon? Aldrin's remarks have sparked a surge of excitement and conjecture. People have been scrutinizing lunar images in search of signs of artificial construction. Some claim to have uncovered evidence of towers, bridges, and even intricate installations. While many of these findings can be attributed to pareidolia, a tendency to perceive meaningful patterns where none may exist, the fact that an experienced astronaut like Aldrin entertained such notions lends an air of credibility that's difficult to dismiss. Remarkably, Aldrin's passion for this subject extends beyond mere speculation. He has actively advocated for a renewed exploration of the Moon, particularly its far side. His intent goes beyond satisfying curiosity. He seeks to uncover knowledge that could have profound implications for humanity's understanding of the cosmos and its place within it. If hidden structures or alien bases did indeed exist on the Moon, their discovery and study could potentially yield technological breakthroughs, unveil new facets of history, and provide an entirely fresh perspective on life beyond Earth. Yet within the realm of enigmatic and awe-inspiring tales from outer space, few incidents seize the imagination quite like Buzz Aldrin's description of a peculiar encounter during the momentous Apollo 11 mission to the Moon. In the summer of '69, a time when the world was gazing at the heavens with bated breath and Apollo 11 was making history. In this corner of the cosmos, we had the dream team of Armstrong, Collins, and our man Aldrin, the trio tasked with humanity's audacious mission to plant our flag on the Moon for the very first time. As they hurtled through the boundless expanse of space inside their trusty command module, Aldrin's eyes caught something that was about to set the cosmic rumor mill ablaze. It was no fleeting blink-and-you-miss-it glimpse. This thing was as real as your morning cup of coffee. It wasn't part of their spacecraft, nor did it resemble any familiar space junk. The object's controlled movements set it apart, indicating a deliberate purpose rather than aimless tumbling. What made this sighting more exhilarating than a roller coaster ride was the witness himself, Buzz Aldrin. Not just your average Joe with a casual claim. No, this guy was an astronaut, a science maestro trained to scrutinize and catalogue with NASA-grade precision. He'd sweated through endless hours of training, wrangled with simulators, and aced tests to ensure he could document every second of this mission. Now picture this. You're thousands of miles away from Earth, adrift in the inky abyss of space, and you spot something bizarre right outside your window. What's the first question that pops into your head? Probably, what in the name of the cosmos is that? And that's precisely what buzzed, pun intended, in Aldrin's and his fellow astronauts' heads. But here's where it gets interesting. Instead of instantly dialing up mission control with "Houston, we have a situation," they decided to play it cool. They subtly inquired about the location of the stage of the Saturn V rocket they jettisoned earlier, just to check if what Aldrin was eyeballing could be that. And guess what? The response was a cosmic curveball. That rocket stage was a whopping 6,000 miles away. So this mysterious object was definitely not their rocket's ghostly encore. So was it some cosmic mirage, a glare bouncing around their spaceship, or, as the true believers dare to dream, evidence of extraterrestrial intelligence spying on humanity's maiden lunar voyage? What makes this whole cosmic caper even more fascinating is that Aldrin didn't play coy when he got back to good old Earth. He wasn't about to zip his lips and stash this peculiar encounter in the classified cosmic file cabinet. Instead, he spilled the space beans in interviews. He talked openly about what he saw, how it made him feel, and even threw in his own interpretations for good measure. Now, he wasn't one to jump to wild conclusions, but he made it crystal clear that what he witnessed was as unidentifiable as a UFO in the dark. This little tale from the Apollo 11 mission is like a flashing neon sign reminding us that space, despite all our fancy gizmos and brainy scientists, is still a wild, untamed frontier. It's like the Wild West of the cosmos, with mysteries hiding in every interstellar nook and cranny, just waiting for us curious humans to stumble upon them. And that's where things get super intriguing. Aldrin's mysterious encounter didn't just fade away like a shooting star. It ignited a cosmic fire in the hearts and minds of folks from all walks of life. It inspired scientists to dive deeper into the cosmic unknown and had armchair astronomers gazing at the night sky with a newfound sense of wonder. Now let's take a cosmic leap here. When you consider the sheer mind-boggling vastness of the universe, it's almost laughable to think Earth is the sole cosmic party host. I mean, picture this. There are billions of galaxies, each doing a cosmic dance with billions of stars, and around those stars, well, there are more planets than you can think of. Aldrin's got a point here. The notion that Earth is a one-of-a-kind cosmic rarity starts looking as small as a pixel in a galactic photograph. Now remember, this is the same guy who, along with Neil Armstrong, took that giant leap for humanity onto the moon's surface. He left his boot prints on alien soil way before most of us even contemplated the idea of neighbors from another world. That hands-on experience gives us some serious heft to his beliefs. If we humans can stroll on the moon, why wouldn't other cosmic inhabitants be gazing at their lunar landscapes, pondering the infinite possibilities just like us? Buzz's enthusiasm for space exploration and his unwavering commitment to deepening our cosmic understanding are as clear as a supernova explosion. He's not just dabbling in the alien and the cosmic unknown. He's been there, done that, and he's got the rocket-fueled passion to prove it. His message echoes through the vastness of space-time. We're not the universe's only act. Now sure, skeptics might wave their evidence flags and say there's no concrete proof of extraterrestrial life, but Aldrin's viewpoint is grounded in probability and optimism. It's a reminder to keep our minds wide open and let curiosity be our North Star. With the vastness of the universe and the tantalizing discoveries of exoplanets, the notion of life beyond Earth isn't just a pipe dream, it's a cosmic likelihood.